Hi guys! Today I'll tell you about a really cool technique for plot generation that I call Go Wrong. What's great about this technique is that it doesn't just give you a little writing prompt. No, it gives you a method of working with a plot, and you can use it from the beginning to the end of your story. To use it, you'll need two alternative personalities of yourself: Solver and Troubler. Solver is your analytical side, the one who wants to solve problems. It doesn't matter if they're in reality or fiction. It tries to solve everything because it's in its nature. Solver is your plot hole hunter. It likes rationality and order. Troubler is the storyteller in you. As you may have noticed, we story creators are an evil kind. We search for problems and misery, and we bring it upon our poor characters. We have the worst imaginations imaginable, because we want to see interesting things happen. When everything is peaceful, it's boring. This side of us likes chaos and trouble, and it wants to bring them in whenever it can. When everyone is happy, there is no story. Here's Solver, and here's Troubler. After we set them up, let's get started. Step 1. Choose a starter. You need something simple to start with. A situation, or just a moment with your character. It can be anything, even super trivial things. And to prove it to you, I'm gonna pick the most absurdly trivial situation I can possibly think of. The starter I picked is a man simply going to the bathroom. It's the most trivial thing in the world. But that's all you need. Just a moment with your character. As I told you, it can be anything. A few examples right off the bat. A girl reading a book in her room. An old fat man who sits at home and does nothing. A professional basketball player who goes to a game. A mafia boss going out to smoke a cigarette. A fairy taking a flying stroll above the fairy kingdom. And so on. So we have our man, just going to the bathroom as usual. Now everybody, please welcome Troubler and Solver! You should have your own versions. And you're going to give them your rights on the situation you just came up with, and it will be theirs to use as they see fit. This is not a scam. We are not responsible for any damage caused through the use of our services. Solver, Troubler, are you ready?
Yeah! Hey Solver, let's see who wins this one. I'll take you on any time.
The starter is this man who goes to the bathroom.
Simple life at its best. No problem with that. Yes, problem, you little fool. He locked his door and now he's stuck. Fine, you can shake it a little bit and get out. He tries that, but the door is really stuck. Oh, and the knob falls off. Well, I guess he'll have to wait for someone to come back home.
I want to slip a comment here. Some people stop at this stage. They have a conflict. The man is stuck in the toilet. And a goal, to get out of there. It seems like everything is in place. And so some writers will think that it's enough. But is it really that bad? He'll just have to wait a few hours. It's going to suck really bad, but he'll manage. It's not a fun solution, but it's a solution. Some writers will still write it like it's a big problem, and the character has to get out, which is basically a plot hole. Some of them will just get stuck in the planning process. They will think, I have a goal and a conflict. What's missing? The answer is, You need to have a strong, nagging, annoying troubler that won't let go of conflict. How do you not let go of the conflict? Step 2. Ask, what could go wrong? Step 3. Think about the problem and try to solve it. Step 4. Ruin the solution. Make it believably fail, or make it not possible to implement. And the demonstration will show you how to do it right away.
That man can't wait for someone to come and save him because he lives alone. Okay, so he needs to shout loud enough for the neighbors to hear. They are deaf. That's cheating. Okay. But some aren't there, and some are old, and they don't hear very well. He tries to shout, and nobody helps him. How sad. Then he should crawl through the window into the balcony. Well, guess what? The balcony's door to the house is locked from the inside. He takes the vase from the balcony and smashes it into the window. Problem solved. Checkmate. Ha! His landlady is not going to like this.
The thing with solver and troubler is kind of a yin-yang thing. Without troubler, there wouldn't be anything for solver to solve, and life would be boring for it. So solver needs troubler. And if troubler could bring chaos as much as it wants, without some kind of regulation from solver, then it would be too easy and thus boring. This is a game. It's no fun playing by yourself. You have to use both sides, and at the same time you have to make sure that none of them loses until the tale is over. So, a summary of what we saw until now. Step 1. Pick a starter, which is a situation or a moment in your character's life. Step 2. Ask yourself, what could go wrong? Play the troubler in your brain, the evil storyteller. Embrace Murphy, karma, all the supernatural evildoers in this world. Step 3. Try to solve the problem, get rid of it. Be honest and really think rationally about it. Finding a course of action that your character could have taken can be frustrating. But if you want to eliminate the plot holes from now, your readers will do it for you. Step 4. Make the solution not work, or make it not possible to implement. Even better, you can make it worsen the problem. For instance, if the man in the bathroom tried to kick the door and hurt his leg, that would worsen the problem and also make it harder for him to climb out the window. Step 5. Repeat steps 2 to 4 until getting the desired result. Note: don't cheat. Making up a problem that doesn't add up is just as bad as your character not using an obvious solution. Don't mess with your readers. They know better than to be fooled with petty tricks. You need to be an evil mastermind, not a third-rate prankster. Well then, now that we went through all the steps, go create a story now. Experiment with it. Take a starter and go wrong all the way. Okay guys, this is going to do it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. This technique is using the fundamentals of plot building, so it should be very useful. Please tell me if it worked well for you. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe so that you know when my next video comes out. And make sure to share it with your writing friends. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep creating. See you next time.